Hi, my name is Rohan, and this is my very first podcast entitled Life as I Know It. Of course, this is going to be very unfiltered, unedited, no intro, no outro, as I'm just beginning, and this is literally just going to be a conversation between me and my viewers. I just want to take you through where I'm going with this podcast. I would like to be speaking about personal issues, personal experiences, personal traumas, personal goals. I would also like to speak about the experiences in my country. And if you don't know, I am from the Commonwealth of Dominica, beautiful Caribbean country. Between Martinique and Guadeloupe, you might know Martinique and Guadeloupe more than you know Dominica, since there's also Dominican Republic that we get mistaken for. Two different countries, two different sizes, two different languages, two different populations. So this podcast is literally just going to be interactive. I would also like to see you guys commenting what you want me to speak about, ideas, tips, anything that could be, could help me. As I said, it's going to be unfiltered, very, you know, strong willed, unless I'm speaking about things such as politics, government, infrastructure in the community, anything that has factual data. I will obviously bring that into play, as well as the fact that there will be opposing opinions on all of this. Um, Seeing that this is the first episode of Life as I Know It, I'm basically just gonna give a little bit about myself, not too much. As I said, I am from Dominica. My name is Rohan. I'm 25 years of age. Um, I love traveling. I love singing. I was raised in the countryside in a beautiful village called Dailies. I do not frequent there very much, but my family still lives there. I'm more of a town city boy. I love to travel, especially to France, and I have a lot of family there as well. Um, and I just thought making this podcast might be relatable. Some people might want to hear some different things, want to talk about some different things. So this intro might just be very short, where I want you guys to comment what you want me to speak about. So that I maybe can do some research, get some pointers, and make the video as interactive and interesting as possible. Um, so some things that I could want to speak about are, topics including police brutality. We had this rioting, protests happening the other day where we saw a lot of police brutality going on. Yes, there are opposing views on how the matter should have been held and handled, but we always have to keep in place and keep in our mind that people, especially people who are supposed to be protected by the law, should be treated with respect. Media personnel with respect. This could be a whole different video, so we're not going in depth in any of this. Our government, a lot of opposing views as well. Um, we could bring it to light different places that you could go shop, get different stuff. Like this could be very interactive. So I just want your opinions on what I should talk about, what I shouldn't talk about, how I should maybe go about talking about it. But life as I know it will mostly be based on my experiences and what I think is happening in the country. If it blows up or it get successful, there will be guests on there with opposing views to mine, discussion wise. I could You could maybe submit videos, or you could just give topics that I could anonymously talk about without mentioning your name, on your own experiences, so that I would say that, hey, this is not my experience, but the topic that we're speaking about today, someone has experienced this. So we could just make it very interactive. We don't need to put anyone in trouble. We don't need to go into anyone's personal life. It doesn't have to be an attack. It should only be things that people are able to say, hey, I can relate to this, or hey, I have a differing opinion from this, but I see where you're getting at. It should be able to have a conversation about everything. So this is just yet again an introduction to life as I know it, and I am Rohan, your host, I guess. And I'll catch you in the next episode. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Again, it's going to be an interactive discussion, and I'd love to see you here. Thank you.